Shadow shows are great fun. It's useful to have little pieces of paper or card, scrap pieces, where you can cut out lots of shapes depending on what you want as characters in the shadow show. So if it was a Christmas theme, you know, people and snowmen, Christmas trees, snowflakes, and that sort of stuff, or perhaps it's sort of Halloween, in which case you need pumpkin type characters and bats and stuff like that. Transparent gel is very useful. The paper would be classed as being opaque or almost opaque, but the shadow show screen is translucent. But if we combine that with some transparent coloured materials, then it really does liven up what you can do with the shadow show. So we'll move this out of the way and then explain what's going on. Oh, one last thing, look, if you do want to support the characters with it and keep your fingers out of the way, you've got to have a way of doing it. So there's a little wooden strip of wood there, little spills people call them, and there's a magnet attached to a a staple in the paper shape. So that lets you pick up your shapes and move them in the shadow show. So there's that person there. Turn around a bit, I'm afraid. Turn around there, and there's the person moving in the show. Or you could just use glue, sticky tape, etc., and stick them on like that. But you would need lots of those little sticks to do that. Right, let's move them out of the way. In order for you to see the shadow show, I've got to hold it up in the air. I can't do that all at the same time, so I'm just going to balance the shadow show on these little paper cylinders. So let's have a look and see if we've got that. No, that's completely the wrong place. There it is. We'll put the torch in position and then we'll put the lights down. Let's have a look, we can get that in the right place. So the torch isn't perfectly in the right place. It needs to be further back from the screen. But with this little demonstration, I'm afraid I can't do that. So here we go then. There's the spotlight on the screen. And now we simply bring in our characters. So let's have a go at this little person. You would normally have the Shadow Theatre on its side, and I've got it vertically up. So that might cause a little complication. Let's see what's going on then. So there's the little person in the spotlight. So it's difficult for me, bearing in mind how close I am to the theatre and to the screen. Difficult for me to get this in the right size. But you go, Batman, Superman flying across the screen there. But you get the idea. This is an interesting one because this was that Halloween character, and I've deliberately used a transparent material in the eyes. And now you can see why. Because the nose and the mouth let the light straight through and therefore create a shadow around the outside of the blackness that you see. And the eyes have got coloured gel behind them, so they allow some of the light to travel through and pick up that colour. So what you end up with is the red. So you've got that red colour showing through with the red gel. And then fabulous for experimenting with the properties of light. And look at that, changing the size of the image by moving the object between the source of light and the screen. Fabulous. So make your own Shadow Theatre and let's see what sort of shows you can come up with.